Hi, everybody. Thank you for clicking on this link and trying to learn a little bit more about your student's class. My name's Joe Petriolo. I'm the government teacher here. And just a little bit of background on me. This is my fourth year teaching at St. John's. And I'm coming by way of Cleveland, Ohio. I went to the University of Dayton, graduated there in 2016, and then just finished my master's at Johns Hopkins this past year. Some other roles I do at St. John's is I'm one of the assistant football coaches, and I'm also the co-chair of educational technology. So hopefully that means that your students will be using their iPads for some useful things rather than just for playing games. So anyways, a little background on the course. The whole purpose of this course, if you see in this course goals section, all I really am trying to do here is make it so that they are informed voters. I understand that there's, a lot going into what being an informed voter would be, but hopefully this would be a good starting point. We're going to go into a lot more depth than a U.S. history class would be going into about, how the government operates and functions. But most importantly, we're just making sure that they know all the general layout of how the government works, and then also some more specific details about things that are important for them to learn concerning, being able to be a good voter in the future. As far as the expectations of the course, these are pretty standard. I'm sure they've seen it in all their other classes. I don't worry about it that much with, obviously upperclassmen. I haven't had any problems thus far. Everyone seems like they're, great students. So I would not worry too much about this. This is just a section I need to have on my syllabus. And it's pretty straightforward. Just treat everybody else how you'd like to be treated. iPad policies, you've probably seen normal, standard things here, right? Don't play games, pay attention, do what we're supposed to be doing. I do have students bring headphones in just because a lot of times I'll have them watch assignments where they'll watch little video clips, so this way there's not a million iPads all playing the same thing at the same time. All right, grading, this is probably what you're here most about. As far as grading is concerned, I just use a total point system, so rather than having weights where, classwork and homework might be worth 10% and tests are worth 40% and participation is 20% of the grade, so on and so forth. It kind of breaks down to be a little bit different each quarter, just depending on how many quizzes and tests we have versus projects and classwork assignments. But in the end of the day, every point's worth the same. So 5 points on a test is the same as 5 points on a homework assignment. For makeup work, I feel like I have a pretty lenient system here. For as many days as as a student misses, they have that many days to make it up. So if they miss 3 days because you go on a spring break trip to South Carolina and you have to leave a couple days early, that's fine. When they return after spring break, they'd have 3 days to make the assignment up. You miss 1 day because you have a cold, you come back the next day, get the assignment, and then you have a full day to turn it in after that. So that's kind of the system I use. Obviously, if there's any sort of special circumstances, if a student's missing weeks at a time, I'm obviously flexible with that. Assignments, okay, they'll all be posted on Canvas. They'll be able to see it there. I'm not really too worried about that. And then lastly, the required book it's just called United States Government. It's $10, and we'll be using that textbook throughout the year. So anyways, that's basically the overview of my course. If you have any specific questions, feel free to email me right here at jpetriolo@stjohnscollegehighschool.org. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your time.